It all began with a woman named Frau Trophea. One summer morning, she stepped into the street and began dancing. There was no music, no celebration, only her uncontrollable movements. She danced for hours, her body jerking and convulsing as though driven by an unseen force. By the next day, more people had joined her. Within days, dozens of people succumbed to the strange affliction. They danced day and night, unable to stop. Some collapsed from sheer exhaustion, while others suffered strokes or heart attacks. The town square, once a bustling centre of commerce, became a scene of chaos and despair. At the time, the townsfolk had little understanding of the cause. Physicians believed it was a disease of the blood caused by an imbalance of the body's humours, a prevailing medical theory of the medieval period. They advised the town leaders to allow the afflicted to dance until the fever passed. A stage was built, musicians were hired, and the dancers were encouraged to continue. But instead of relief, the situation worsened. The church believed the plague was divine punishment or even the work of the devil. Clergy performed exorcisms and led prayer sessions, hoping to banish the evil spirit they thought had possessed the dancers. Yet the dancing continued. Centuries later, historians and scientists began to unravel the mystery of the dancing plague. One prominent theory involves ergotism, a condition caused by ingesting ergot, a toxic mold that grows on damp rye. Ergot contains compounds similar to LSD, which can cause hallucinations, muscle spasms, and convulsions. During the summer of 1518, heavy rains had caused a poor harvest. Contaminated rye could have been consumed in bread, leading to widespread poisoning. Symptoms of ergotism include hallucinations, convulsions, and a sense of compulsion, which align with the accounts of the afflicted. Another compelling theory is that the dancing plague was a case of mass psychogenic illness, also known as mass hysteria. This phenomenon occurs when psychological distress manifests as physical symptoms in a group. In 1518, the people of Strasbourg faced extreme hardships, famine, disease, and social instability. These conditions created a collective anxiety which could have erupted in the form of uncontrollable dancing. Medieval Europe was rife with fear and superstition. Religious fervor combined with the stress of daily survival may have contributed to this psychological outbreak. Once the dancing began, it spread through a form of social contagion, as others, already stressed and vulnerable, mirrored the behaviors they saw around them. The dancing plague lasted weeks, claiming several lives. Strangely, it ended as suddenly as it began. Scholars believe this could have been due to the intervention of religious processions or the eventual exhaustion of the afflicted. Some dancers were taken to the shrine of St. Vitus, a patron saint of dancers, where prayers were offered for their recovery. This religious act may have served as a form of psychological release, breaking the trance-like state of the dancers and allowing the community to return to normalcy. Despite these theories, the dancing plague remains one of history's greatest enigmas. Was it ergot poisoning, a psychological breakdown, or something else entirely? The lack of physical evidence from 1518 makes it impossible to draw definitive conclusions. However, the event has left an indelible mark on history, reminding us of the complex interplay between the mind, body, and environment. The dancing plague of 1518 is a chilling testament to the mysteries of the human condition. It stands as a reminder of how little we truly understand about the forces, both physical and psychological, that shape our lives.